I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for comeback. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance.
This rivalry has been brewing for a long time, and it spills over tonight at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Joe Louis, he's 6'2" tall, 181 pounds, one of the best right hands in the business. And he'll be taking on Joe Louis. He's 6'2" tall, 181 pounds, one of the best right hands in the business.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber, one of the most historically important fighters of all time.
Yeah, that hate the grind and sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard too long and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and combination. Keep it gold and high side, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on.
It's time to fight under the full moon. We are outside live at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Joe Louis. Brown Bomber Joe. Smoke.
This bout is scheduled for
Lots of hype. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Can't connect with that right hook. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Left counter scores. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close.
And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. And score with that left hand. There you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree. I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward to fight number 2.
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a
Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around.
Deontay Wilder, he is the Bronze Bomber. Only 216 pounds, but one of the biggest hitters in heavyweight history.
scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner, and iconic longtime world.
Well, it is go time, ladies and gentlemen, and you can see there is not a seat. He's waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. And he misses with that jab. He missed with that jab. Good counter-punching for both these fighters. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment.
Come on, give these guys a chance. They're just trying to figure out how they're going to deal with it. Yes, they need to be offensive and defensive. It's just trying to figure out which puzzle fits which.
And a counter left. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
On to the second round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight. A counter punch is smart.
That one lands. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither man really defending themselves.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
Perfect counter lands. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. That punch landed. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Let's get it started in round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Let's see if these two heavyweights decide to exchange bombs early or decide to box a little bit.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes the night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. Nice exchange here from both men. They exchange punches. That left counter punch will score. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
There's that counter shot. Doesn't always pay to be first. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice counter punch. He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
There's the bell for round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Left counter scores. You don't want to trade shots. Defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system to a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They score again with the left hand. Lands with the right counter. Neither man really defending themselves. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
I'm telling you, it's John. Jump over.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Both men step back for just a moment. Counter shot lands. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Good counter punching. You'd like to see more jabs. See a jab from these two. Nice counter shot. He blocks that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They've got the momentum. They got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. Here we go in the 6th round. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Nice punch. There's a scoring blow. Great counter right hand there. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You have a fight that's got great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Nice counter. Right punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, You're getting it. You're getting in it. Kitchen sink.
Here comes round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter. He just misses with that jab. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Good left counter that lands. He parries away that left hook. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. He blocks that jab.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice job landing that left counter punch. He just misses with that big right hand. That left counter was perfectly timed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice offensive display landing that left counter. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
There's the bell for round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Punch, counter punch. Good counter punches for both these athletes. Nice exchange here from both men. Catch and shoot. That's a scoring left hand. These two are the perfect dance partners. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
It's everything we dreamt of. It's everything we got excited and did it for. This is what we're here for.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Good counter punch. Oh, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn. Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Let's see if they have a plan B after last round. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he'll catch you.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Beautiful counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set the shot. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't win.
Through the hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
He's made it to round 10. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That could be the real difference.
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Good counter left hand. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. Does he have what it takes to get out of trouble here? No, we don't see a knockdown. And they figure out the combination to this sink. The charts action from both of these fighters. On the right, Deontay Wilder locked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Well, he's showing us he's got an iron chin, but at what cost? He's got to think about his future. Didn't look long to get back and get engaged. Kick. Punch lands. 10 seconds to go. Who's going to get the last shot here in the round? Nice counter. He is down big time in the score.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
The bell for round 11. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
We know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. Step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
When you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
There's a counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
There's the bell for round 12. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter. Jab misses. Looks like they've shaken it off. It's all offense all the time. This fighter did not work on defense this training camp. Punch, counter punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play fair, play cool. I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare if you are not fit.
And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. How did they survive that? Step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Nice counter punch. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. Totally change the styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
Yeah, look at that. All the belts, mighty.